Hello students, for today's lesson is we're going to find a slope. Again, our main focus for today's lesson is just finding slope. They will give you several graphs. They might even give you 2 points. Now every graph has points, okay? For example, like this one here, okay? So just follow the line here. You make sure, by the way, when I say points, I'm talking about points that has numbers that is like a whole number, okay? So that's the easiest way to find it, all right? So like this point right over here, see how it matches? Like it goes -1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is like -1 and 5, all right? And there's a point right over here. Let me use red, actually, might be easier. Okay, and this point over here, I'll use a pencil, it's like 0 and 2, and there's a point over here, and finally there's a point there. Okay, so all these points have numbers. All right, this one would be 1 and -1, 1 and -1. This one would be 2 and -4. All right, this one over here. Okay, now with all these points and all these graphs, okay, our main focus is to find slope, and there's a method called rise over run. Okay, it's also, this sign here means, it actually means change in y, and this one means change in x. Okay, what does that mean? I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so you're changing. Okay, so what's the change between the 2 points that you're looking for? For example, this one over here, you could pick, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You could pick any 2 points you want. You could pick this one and this one, this one and this one, this one and this one, doesn't matter. I just like to pick these 2. Okay, so let's just say you want to pick these 2. Okay, again, your change in y. So this one here is your change in y. This is y. Okay, that's your rise. Okay, you're changing. That means you're going from here to here. Again, you want to look from left to right. You're going down 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for this one over here, your change in y is -3. Okay, this will tell you that the graph is negative. All right, your change in x, just focus on always being positive because you're always going to the right. Okay, so your change in x is going to be 1. All right, now your slope, it's always the same thing, the change in y over the change in x. So your slope is actually -3 over 1. Or in this case, you can just write down -3 is also good enough. All right, we'll talk about these 2 points later. Okay, let's go ahead and try this graph really fast. Okay, same thing. We want to find some points here. This one over here, one right there, one right there, and this one, I don't think that one's hitting right there. Okay. All right, but anyway, that's okay. So let's just say now this graph here, all right, I'll pick any 2 points. Let's go and pick these 2 points there. Okay, so this one here, your change is going 1. So my change, all right here, my change in y is 1, and it's a positive 1 because it's going up. Again, you're looking from left to right, and from the left to the right, you're going up to get to here. Okay, so you're changing 1, and then your change in x is, looks like it's going 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 3. All right, now your slope is going to be the same thing. Okay, your change in y over your change in x. So that this is your y right here. Again, y is rises first, so that would be 1 over 3. All right, now if you were to, didn't ask for it, but your equation is actually pretty easy from there, right? This is one right here, like y is equal to 2, and then this is your slope, so 1 over 3 x plus 2. All right, so same thing, that's if they ask for an equation. Okay, so again, you start at 2, and then you go up 1 over 3. Okay, all right, now what happened if they gave you 2 points instead? Okay, so let's just say there's 2 points over here. Okay, so let's just, you know what, I'm gonna get the same answer. I know my slope is -3. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this point here, and let's just go and use this point here. Okay, I'm always, doesn't matter which 2 points you're gonna get, you always can get -3. Okay, so I just say -1 and 5, and I'm gonna use -2 and -4. Okay, so this one, again, I'm going from here to here, so I'm going from here to here. Now, I don't want to count because that's the graph way. I'm going to focus on doing it this way, okay? So this is my x, this is my y, and they call this your first point, and this is your second point. X of 2, y of 2. Okay, now it really actually doesn't matter, okay? What you need to do is you need to subtract the y's and then subtract the x, okay? So I'm going to subtract the y, so my slope, I'm going to subtract. So I always like to write the subtract first. Okay, so my change, again, the reason why I wrote like this because it's your change in y over your change in x. Okay, so change actually means subtract. Okay, so I'm gonna subtract these two numbers right here. All right, so 5 minus -4, so 5 minus -4. Again, I'm subtracting these two numbers. I know there's a double negative, but don't worry about that. And that's my change in y, and then my change in x. So again, I'm gonna subtract these two numbers. Again, since I wrote this number first, I gotta write that number first also. So -1, that would give me 2. All right, so that's a double negative right there. That would give me 9. That would give me -3, and then it's -3. The exact same thing right there. All right, we'll try it again really fast, okay? So let's just say I want to use these 2 points. Okay, this point right here is -3 and +1. This point over here is 3 and 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 and 3. Okay, we'll try it again. Okay, so -3 and 1 and 3 and 3. So this is your x. Y, again, just put 1 and 1. X2, Y2. Okay, so again, your slope, you know you're going to subtract. I like to put that first. Okay, and you want to subtract your change in y. So these two numbers goes right there. So 1 and 3. And then you change in x, -3 and 3. Again, the tricky part is that if you use this number first, then you use that number first for the bottom number, okay? And then this one's going to give you, let's see here, that will give you -2 over -6. Reduce that. Negative divided by negative is a positive. You can't divide, but you can reduce though. So your final answer should be 1 over 3. As you can see, that's the same answer. Thank you.